And good evening, my lovelies, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my fantastical Friday stream. How are you all doing, my lovelies? I hope you all had a wonderful week. We are starting a new adventure this evening. We are playing Stray Gods, a role-playing musical. I am so excited to play this game. It has been on my to-play list for over a year now, because I was keeping up with updates about its development and everything like that, but then Baldur's Gate 3 kind of became my favorite game, and it took over a lot of things in my life. But yes, I decided to do some extra shiny eyeshadow for tonight's game to look extra fabulous, because so many of the characters in this game are so pretty and so hot. So I feel like I at least have to somewhat try and meet them in the middle a little bit by adding a little bit of extra flair to my look. But how are you doing, my lovelies? I hope it has all been a good week for you. If it's been a little bit of a rougher week, that's perfectly okay. You're here now, and we're all here to have a good time together. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. Suddenly Baldur's Gate 3 happened and 2 years flew by. I know, right? God, it's scary to think that Baldur's Gate 3 came out, like the full game came out like 2 years ago, and my life has changed forever. Hey, Savic Scaracomi, welcome back. How's it going? And thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Vince! Within the endless cosmos, within the deepest reaches, within the chaotic core, the universe said that I had a handful of platonic soulmates. After all these years, I think Steffi Steph is one of them. I love you, Steph. I squish you. I love you, Vince. It's so good to have you drop by. Thank you so much for joining us tonight in chat. We are playing Stray Gods. You seemed to get quite excited when I announced the game I was playing. Have you played this game before? I'm curious. I'm just curious if you are familiar with this game. It looks really, really cool. No spoilers, I ask. Because even though it's Greek gods and I'm very familiar with a lot of the mythology surrounding Greek gods, this is its own unique take on them. So I just ask no spoilers, please, chat. Please and thank you. I've played the game to get 2 of the 5 endings. Okay, good to know. I am just going with my gut, as I do with all of these kind of multiple decision games with multiple different endings and stuff like that. So if I pick a choice that you guys don't agree with, then please just go with the flow. I appreciate it. Please and thank you. No, but yippee! I'm glad you guys are so excited for tonight's stream, and I'm also glad to see that you guys are so excited to join me tonight. Hello! My week's been really good. Feels like I've done a lot with classes and personal projects and whatnot, and as someone who's seen Blair Bears play this a little while ago, I can't wait to see Steph's reactions to this game. Oh, I'm very excited as well. Hell yes. I didn't know that Blair Bears played this as well. Like, she's a wonderful, precious bean, and so I know she has wonderful taste in games, so I'm even more excited. And Yaiji, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. I really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Hey, Spirit Wolf, how's it going? Welcome back. Glad you could make it. And perfect timing, we're just starting a brand new game this evening. Please, Steph, please, I can't spoil this for you. It is not fun to spoil it. I am glad to hear that. I agree, it is also not very fun to spoil things for people. My week's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I've been quite lethargic when it came to getting back into the flow of things, especially at the gym, and kind of getting like health and fitness back into the flow of things, because I don't know, my mental health has been in a kind of weird place where I'm trying to implement new changes and kick things back into gear again, but I just need to take it one baby step at a time. So I went for a walk today instead of going to the gym at like really, really early this morning, but I'm going to start fresh on Monday, enjoy this weekend, take some time for myself, and yeah, do my best to get back into the flow of things. But I am working on something, one of my secret projects, and got into the flow with writing that today, or this evening I should say, and yeah, really enjoyed what's kind of been coming out from that experience. So I cannot wait until I can talk more about it, but it's not going to be ready for quite some time. I'm sleepy, yes. I'm going to watch Steph's streams on the eve of my birthday. Scaracomi, is it your birthday tomorrow? Is it your birthday tomorrow? Happy early birthday then! Yes, I'm taking next week's ASMR as a late birthday present, so if I instantly yap about it, my apologies. It's all good, Scaracomi, but happy early birthday! Everyone, can we get a happy early birthday to Scaracomi for their birthday? Also, I don't know if it's showing up in my chat, to you guys, but I think like a now-ish or tonight's stream is something like my 8-year anniversary of being a affiliate on Twitch. I could be wrong. I've been an affiliate on Twitch for a very, very long time. But like, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's something that pops up or it's like an anniversary special. But I think it's something along those lines. But yeah, I've been on Twitch for a really, really long time. I think it's a bit over 8 years now at this point, so yippee! Oh my goodness! Galactic Emperor Batman, thank you so much for the donation. I'm so sorry, I can't read that. Let me just see if I can read that. 1 second. I really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Because you posted a wonderful message, but it couldn't really read it clearly in chat. Ah! Shush. Someone's been following 5 years, 3 months. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, but thank you so much for the donation, Galactic Emperor Batman. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I couldn't read your message. But I really, really appreciate the support. Thank you. I couldn't see it clearly. 1 second. Let me just try something. Yeah, it's not showing up on my Streamlabs stream labels either. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Alrighty, are you guys ready to get stuck into Stray Gods? Because I am very excited. Now, because this game is mostly a musical, there's going to be a lot of points in the story where I'm just kind of sitting here quietly, just enjoying the music and enjoying the performance of it all. And honestly, the talent in this game, let me just jump over to the screen. So there is, like, the voice actors in this game and the singers in this game are absolutely incredible. And there's some, like, it's an all-star cast, let's just say. We've got Laura Bailey in the lead. We also have Ashley Johnson, Erika Ishii. So many incredibly talented voice actors, like, in this game. Not only, like, performing, but singing as well. And it's so good. The guy who didn't like musicals starts playing. Listen, we could get into a conversation about Star Kid because I love Star Kid musicals. Cinderella's Castle is coming onto YouTube really, really, really soon. I think it's next month at some point, and I'm so excited. I didn't get tickets to it to see it digitally, but I am so excited. I'm a big fan of Star Kid and musicals in general, so this is right up my alley. I also want to say big shout out to my amazing sibling Tobias Tobin, who actually did storyboards for this game. They're going to be in the credits and everything like that, but they are incredibly talented, so passionate about what they do, and they help make this game, so I'm even more excited. Oh, Emperor Batman, thank you. Here's a message. Steph, the immortal Emperor of the Galactic Dominion has arrived. Beginning today, the Galactic Dominion is withdrawing from the respite and moving on to greener pastures. I'm honored to have supported you for well over 3 years. I wish you well, Steph. May the Force be with you. Thank you so much, Galactic Emperor Batman. I completely understand if the stuff that I make, my ASMR stuff or my streams don't appeal to you in the same way anymore and you want to move on to a different channel or not be as active, that is totally fine and I fully respect that. My preferences in entertainment change, so it's all good. Is that the same one that did Nerdy Prudes Must Die? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Star Kid did the Very Potter musicals. They did a bunch of other ones that are escaping me right now. They did Twisted, which is kind of a Wicked-inspired take on Jafar from Aladdin, which is also really good. The guy who didn't like musicals, Black Friday, which is also really, really good, and Nerdy Prudes Must Die. What are some other ones? They've done a ton of, The Road to Oregon as well is also really good. They've just done a lot of great musicals and they're all up for free on their YouTube channel that you can watch. The only one that's not up there at the moment is Cinderella's Castle because that's their latest one, but it should be coming out on their YouTube channel in like a couple of weeks or something. So I'm very excited for that. Mainly because I won't be really as active on this channel. That's perfectly fine, Batman. I really do appreciate the heads up. It's very sweet, very respectful, and very appreciated. Steph, your videos are always appealing. I know, but it's like people's tastes and things change over time, so it's all good. Okay, so speaking of musicals, god damn, do I love musicals so much. I'm actually seeing Hadestown next month with the West End cast. I'm very, very excited for that because I haven't seen it since I saw it with the original Broadway cast when they came over to London and they did it at the National Theatre. And that always holds a special place in my heart because I got to see Reeve Carvey and Patrick Page on stage. And I was very, very close to them, and they were very, very cool. Okay, but before I get distracted with that, let us start Stray Gods, a role-playing musical. And because it is so music-focused, I don't want to talk over the songs that are being performed, and just kind of go with the flow of things. And just, I'm very excited for this game. Okay. Oh, okay. New game. Yes, we'll override slot 1 because that was just to make sure everything was running smoothly. Yes, that's totally fine. Community building. Act 1.
"4 hours.
Hi, Laura Bailey.
4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up.
Okay, already love Grace.
Showed up all right.
Already love Grace so far. I dress like her 90% of the time, so I might be a little bit biased.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
In your dream, was the stage on fire? Because otherwise, I find that hard to believe.
Whoa, can we do that for our next gig?
Yes.
We are not setting the stage on fire, Brian. Please
Oh.
stop asking. Okay,
But
let's
it's
just wrap
cool.
this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight
Mood.
would cheer you up.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie.
Oh.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Freddy's really cool.
I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, hey, don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
Grace is cool. I'm glad we get to play as her. I'm going to be leaning towards a more charming kind of Grace.
With no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me?
Her voice is so beautiful.
Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who does with no sails.
Hi.
Not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters. No star to be seen.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Ashley Johnson!
I heard you
Hi!
from outside. My name's Calliope.
Hi.
You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
What's your favorite? Clearly your favorite musical is Phantom of the Opera. What's your second favorite? I have a paired favorite. I can't decide which I like more between Phantom of the Opera and Hadestown. They are like paired as my number one favorite, and then they kind of take the number one and number two slots depending. But yes, it's a tie between those two.
Well, I'm afraid it's just me, Calliope. The rest of the band already left, so...
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
Alright, well...
Let's hear it, Calliope.
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take, and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to rest. You still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Okay. So, what kind of Grace are we going to be? Are we going to be more clever? So sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. In your face, this Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. Or this is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and everyone likes her more for it. Okay, because I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to making difficult decisions, unless I'm intentionally doing a Dark Urge playthrough on Baldur's Gate 3. I'm thinking we're going to go towards the charming route and try and use our effortless charisma to be able to sweet talk our way out of most situations and just use that natural, relaxed charm that I carry. Okay, it's all good, Scarecrow. You take care of yourself, okay?
What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right.
Yeah?
I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Okay, so some dialogue options are blocked out for us because we choose a different path, but I'm glad you did.
I'm glad you did. That was... I've never experienced anything like that before.
I'd be surprised if you had.
What was that? It felt like... the music was everywhere, like it was coming from inside me.
It always has, Grace. Just as it was when I walked in. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Be honest.
It would sound stupid.
Try me.
Well, I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask.
Also, I love the comic book style, art style of the game. It's really cool.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Oh, this is so cool. I love this. Nice apartment. Very cool. Oh, that scene hairstyle. I was never a scene person, but I can respect the amount of effort that goes into making the checkered dye job that you could do with your hair. So much hard work.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be...
Oh, shit.
I didn't know or else.
No!
I'm so sorry, Grace.
What happened? Who did this?
It doesn't matter now. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
No!
What do you mean?
You seem really cool. Don't die.
Calliope! Please. Please, come on.
This is all very normal. Very good and normal thing to happen. Oh, great. Yeah, you'll be fine, Grace. You'll be fine. Just walk it off. This is fine. This is fine.
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Asking the real questions.
It's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Erica Ishii! Oh, you are so good as Hermes. Perfect.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know?
What? I'm gonna need a little bit more than that, Hermes.
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
I don't understand. None of this makes any sense. She's dead, and I don't...
Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right?
So that's how that works.
Cool. Let's go.
So we're kind of on Santa Claus rules? Okay. This is fine. Okay, this is cool. I'm cool with, like, this is nice. Very penthouse.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Sure.
Come back! Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
This is fine. This is fine. Oh, is that the Fall of Icarus? I know that painting. Nice owl. Very observant owl. Wow, was I just locked in that room all night? Oh, come on, she deserves a cookie after everything she's been through. Come on, fine. Oh no, they're all hot. Hi. Hi. This is fine. Hi. Everyone is so pretty. Oh no.
Our beloved sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
My, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
That's an understatement.
Someone died in my arms. Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
Oh, so many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree.
Please and thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom.
Hi.
This is Apollo.
Hi.
God of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always.
Yes.
The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love.
Of course.
And the one glaring at you is Persephone.
I love you.
Once queen of the underworld. Together, we are
Please
the
destroy
Corls.
me.
We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Gods are real?
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Very fair
Don't
point.
pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Yeah, you said oh wait, can I ask questions and then leave to more options? You live here?
Right, and you live here. Not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi.
Okay, cool.
Move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television. I do what I must.
Okay.
You expect me to believe that gods, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
And they look wonderful
No,
for their
no,
age.
I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
So I'm god, a god
You
now?
said, and Hermes said that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol.
Okay.
Which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind a possible murderer.
Excuse me?
I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
How about no? This is not fair.
You want me to die? But that isn't fair.
I know, but consider it from our point of view. A dear sister, someone who traveled with us through the ages, gone.
But I didn't do it. Aren't you supposed to be the goddess of wisdom? Can't you see this isn't right?
Yeah, you should be able to see this, Athena. Come on.
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
Well, there is that.
It isn't.
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we should
help me?
As we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice.
Musical time? Because when the emotion gets too much for speaking, you have to sing it, damn it!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse.
This is just all so cool.
Recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know. I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
No, just go with the flow.
That the muse is gone. Now that she's gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Thank you, Apollo. Thank you. I was starting to get worried for a second. You were being very quiet.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Is that Troy Baker?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
Let me prove myself.
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
Come on. Please?
We aren't seriously considering this.
Please? Pretty please? I don't want to die.
This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
It is Troy. Okay, it is Troy Baker. Hell yes.
Fine.
Thank you, Persephone.
And there we have it.
I, 'Cause- 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 What just happened?
Have what? What just happened? Am I free? Do I get my day in court?
Yes, you shall. You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, well, our original verdict stands.
How do I find the killer?
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I
Thanks.
knew you were gonna say that. How did I know you were gonna say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer. If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome.
No
dear
pressure.
sister.
Oh, thank you.
Do help yourself to a cookie.
Thank you! Although I am suspicious that it's poisoned or something. Oh, it's Felicia Day's Athena. I didn't know. Because I haven't really heard Felicia Day in any more contemporary voiceover work. So, because of course, like, your voice has changed and stuff over time, especially as a voice actor. But that's so cool that Felicia Day is Athena. And Raul Coley's in this. Oh, I'm going to keep an ear out for him because I love Raul Coley. He's so talented and so cool. I want to play video games with him so bad. He seems so cool. Okay, let's head back to the apartment. Like, this is a stacked cast of voice actors.
Grace?
What body? What murder? Hmm?
Hi. 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
I'm sorry.
Did something happen to you?
I can't say any of that, so make up a story?
Yeah. Kidnapped by aliens.
Oh, they'll
But
believe
don't
that.
Tell me you don't have to.
Big, scary aliens.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? Well, I was calling and calling. This
Hi.
wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
Hi. It was not a hookup.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say. Like you're a secret spy. Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Also, what is Vince doing in my apartment?
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
He has horns because horns are cool. Good question.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right?
Your voice is
As
so
for
hot.
who I am,
Hi.
I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
Sure.
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
I would appreciate the help. Can we talk in front of Freddy? That's another good question.
So we can just talk about this. In front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just... I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what?
Grace, tell me.
I'm God now.
The
Or
prohibition
a
is
god.
against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted,
Freddy?
can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Wait, Freddy's not of the mortal world?
Huh. That's it? Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I mean, I've had pretty solid proof.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door, which sounds extra cool. I was a little distracted.
By the dead body.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
I don't want to go into too many flirtatious options, but I'm sorry to get you involved.
I'm really sorry to drag you into all this.
What, are you kidding? I would be majorly pissed if you hadn't.
Okay, cool.
Really?
They're cool with it.
Mythology is my jam. If anyone's gonna get turned into stone, it should be me. Now let's go find that killer, okay?
Fuck yes.
Such
Oh,
darling
thank you for the stretch check.
camaraderie.
Ah.
It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of
And the
killers,
hydrate check.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who is set adrift most cruelly.
How do you know about me?
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
he's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
What's in it for you?
So you're here purely for my sake then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
That's very fair.
You're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
Ah, yes. The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
How do I know you're not the killer?
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor, poor Pat! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
What's in it for you?
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
The yet is what's concerning to me. Tell me your advice, though.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
My province? Question mark?
What do you mean, my province?
Each of us has, how shall I say, our talents. Yours is music, as befits a muse.
You're like the original rock star, Grace.
Cool.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding.
Sure.
Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? is coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel
Powerful.
Oh, very cool.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait. No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Wonder what happened if I let it run out.
I don't know what I'm meant to do. Something in me's awakened. But this goat guy thinks I'm some great ingenue. I'm doing it now, huh? I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on? Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can't take home.
The music is so good!
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous. What do you think?
Caution.
Sing it, Freddy, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
You're lucky. I got to you. There's people out there who will cover you. I've heard that you're making so much ado. You're lost and I'm trying to help.
Lost girls, you all love your lost.
This is so cool.
You can't take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you. But can you survive on your own?
What do I do then?
Whatever you wish, the power is yours.
Grace, I'm frightened. It's okay, Freddy.
Harmonize, everyone. Come together.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same. Lost girls, the world's full of lost girls who didn't know which road to take.
She knows what she's doing. I just know what's at stake. Lost girl, Grace is not a lost girl.
'Cause I found her and the news is waiting.
What does that mean, Freddy? Only he knows.
I've had enough now. She irritates me somehow.
Don't go.
Well, maybe I should.
Are you both making me choose?
Come on, don't make me do this.
This is unfair, but we're getting nowhere.
Hurry, Grace. We've no time to lose.
I choose Pan.
I'm sorry, Freddy. If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've got to go with Pan.
I want to kind of embrace this new godhood
Can't you see
part
what
of
he
me.
is? Grace?
I need him, Freddy. He can help me.
As opposed to me, who's of no help whatsoever.
You guys put me in this awkward position.
Is the power of a muse to draw out the truth from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
This is really cool.
I'll make them sing a song of confession.
Exactly so.
But only if they did it, right? I draw out the truth, not make them lie or do something they wouldn't.
Oh, you will be a natural at this, I can tell. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
You find this helpful? Grace, he oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address.
Thank you.
In the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
If you had that all along, why not look into it yourself?
Me? Conduct a search like some plebeian.
Fine.
Unheard of. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Well, I guess that'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
That's true.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Then I'll definitely need backup.
I should track down Kaz and Brian. Honestly, just tell them you're okay.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
His red flags are big, but his horns are bigger. I mean, very true. Very, very true. Okay. I'm worried about choosing Pan over Freddy, but I'm suspicious of everything. And Pan strikes me as mischievous and playful and maybe a bit self-centered, but not a killer. Okay, let's read these. Freddy. I only call her Fredishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mom always makes these deep-fried honey snacks I love. Has been my best friend since, probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. I've come a long way from those days. Edge of Elysium is her band, and inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddy much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, but when we get a gig, it feels good being up there on the stage. But is this really my thing? I don't know. Freddy was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her everything. Part of me feels bad for getting her involved, but I have to admit none of this quite felt real until I did. What I didn't expect was that Freddy would lash out at Pan the way she did. What's wrong with her? First she says she'll support me, no questions asked, and then next she's demanding I choose between her and Pan. It's so crazy. Calliope. I know Calliope was one of the muses. Is that the same as being a god? But that's really about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she just passing by, or did she plan that? How did she know where I lived? I kept thinking about what Calliope said to me before she died. She seemed so sad. Did she know this was going to happen? Most of all, why did she pick me? It appeared Calliope was staying at an apartment, one that belonged to Persephone of all people. Okay, we'll be heading there soon. And it was actually not too far from mine. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go check it out by myself? Hermes. Hermes is the idol who came to collect me in my apartment then when Calliope died. I didn't know their name at the time, of course. Athena only mentioned who they were afterwards. I guess they're the god of doorways, maybe? I wonder if they can go anywhere with that power. Into bank vaults, on top of the mountain, across the world. Pretty wild to think about. Could Hermes have been involved in Calliope's death? They seem surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid, although I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away, too. Kind of suspicious if you ask me. Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. She has the sparkle when you look at her, like she's one of those old-timey movie stars, all glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing to stare at her. That's why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seems kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. How would I know? Apollo. I don't know much about this Apollo. He's the only guy on the chorus, but he didn't say much of anything until he kind of defended me, I guess. At least he disagreed with the "you need to die" verdict. I guess I owe him one. If I actually owed anyone for giving me an extra week before they killed me. Not so sure about that. Athena introduced Apollo as the god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big, booming voices? This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on a beach after a party and still hasn't found all of his clothes. Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. Athena. Athena's supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seems like my mom. Or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them and keeps them going. She was all smiles and was even super sweet when she told me I had to die. Like it would be no big deal. That makes her a scary mom. Like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way. Because things always go her way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom. Or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow. Because she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison. And maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted me dead, couldn't she have just said, nope, no vote, let's nip this in the bud? Athena really seems to be the type who'd do that, right? Idols are so confusing. Persephone. I'm in love. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld? I had to look it up, but that's basically the idol version of hell. Does that mean it's a real place? Like you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said, once the queen of the underworld. So she isn't any longer? And she's also the only idol that Athena didn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole story about that. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear this Persephone hates me, and not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline, so I better watch my back. She's so cool! Oh, you're so sweet, thank you. Oh my god, are we talking about Apollo's dodgeball? That is one of my favorite things to have come out of Tumblr. Apollo gives the gift of prophecy to his, most chaotic of soldiers. Pan. I'm back the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse, and guess who shows up at the apartment out of the blue? This idol's name is Pan, half goat and half sex on wheels. Or at least, he seems to think so. Pan's once a customer, but at least he showed me how to use my powers. Athena and the chorus didn't do that, did they? Sure, Pan wanted a favor back in return for cluing me in, but it's worth it. Without him, after all... Excuse me. Without him, after all, I'd still be back at the apartment googling a muse. Okay. Let's check out the address. I'm curious what Calliope's apartment looks like.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
Oh, it's really nice, but very bare.
This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here.
It's such a cool apartment. Okay. Look at... Let's just do it in order. Guitar. Yeah.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Okay, the light, maybe.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
The elegant painting.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Well, she is a muse after all. The Warhol painting. Is that an original Warhol?
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
All of them. All of them. The drums?
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
I mean, if we, like, took her soul, do we also get her stuff?
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't, like, his muse, or...
The harp, maybe?
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Other instruments?
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
I would say yes. I think being a muse as a general thing is you're talented at a great many things. Okay, let's go upstairs.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs?
What does her room look like? What does her bedroom look like?
Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on.
Apollo.
Take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Being mopey and sad?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
Or that?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
I need your help.
I'm looking for help. To save my life, remember?
Yes, I should apologize for that. Our ways must seem strange to you.
Troy Baker's voice is so distracting.
You're the only one who really helped me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
Okay, can you tell me about Calliope?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
Why is this room in such a mess?
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
This? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
Good to know. There could be a clue here.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Why can't you help me?
Why can't you help me exactly?
Yeah.
Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd.
Oh?
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do. You have to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
Yeah.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
So you won't help me at all.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
I can't do this.
Explain, please.
I can see this is hard for you, I really can. But I don't understand.
You don't know what you're asking.
Do I have to beg? For whatever reason you helped me before. My life is still on the line.
Come on. Song time?
No, I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
If you want to sing, sing. Oh no. Troy Baker. Fuck. Okay. I have to focus.
Thousands of years, we walked
His voice.
side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
This format is so interesting to me.
Held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change, but she never came.
Years, thousands of years.
The visuals are so cool as well.
Kept your eyes down. Look around. You need to change. If you walk the same, you'll be to blame.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Let's see.
So it's yes, you'll do this.
Yes.
Come on.
It's time to move.
She'd approve.
She is gone. It's time for change.
never the same. That hidden voice, it will always play. On loop, it'll always say.
Also, playing this with headphones is really cool. It sounds really immersive.
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new. Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
You know what? That's fair. That is very fair for something like this. A fun fact, I think Troy's Abandoned did an album a couple of years ago. Yeah, so Troy Baker, before he became a voice actor, was mostly just a singer. Like, he was best known for his music. And then he got cast, I think one of his first voice roles was Booker DeWitt in Bioshock. It's Bioshock Infinite, the one, the clouds in it. Yeah, I think it's Bioshock Infinite. And then that went really, really well. And then he was Joel in the Last of Us games. And then he just kind of just exploded all across voice acting.
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole...
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Can you help another way?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay, because with these quick time options that we pick during the songs, I'm trying to be very careful and pick ones that are gently encouraging, but not like trying to rip the information out of people.
This is where you live?
Oh, Jesus, Apollo.
Yes, sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. I have 3 brothers. I've seen a mess or 2.
Well, you're being kind. I admit I hadn't realized how bad it was.
You said
Wait.
I'm here to meet someone?
Troy Baker was in Trinity Blood. Someone better tell me who he played, because I love Trinity Blood. Fortune teller?
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
Hello?
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
Hi.
I also have to tell you, I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Your voice sounds familiar. Where are you from? Also, wait. Troy Baker is Abel Nightroad in Trinity Blood? I feel terrible. I haven't watched Trinity Blood in like well over 10 years now. Now I need to go rewatch it. And now I can't unhear it. Because I love Abel Nightroad. He's so cool. It's Journey Blood's just such a cool series. Okay, so with that information now sinking in, and I'm being very normal about it. Hi, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oracle.
Huh. Well, she's got better manners than the last lady you brought here, but at least that one had a casserole. Do you have a casserole?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Get your abs in a twist. Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You keep calling him Paul.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
You live here?
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah, Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Yeah, is he like a cartoon character where he just has the one outfit and it just gets progressively dirtier, or he has like a whole closet full of open, loose linen shirts?
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
They are very useful. I know what that is. It's very useful and important.
21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
Hi, Loki Oathbreaker. Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I hope you're having a good time with us this evening. And the Saizaki, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, guys. What were you up to? Saizaki, if you need to head out and do like post-stream stuff, that's all good. But thank you so much for entrusting your community with me. Welcome, everyone. Oh, because this is my first time playing Stray Gods. I'm going into this completely blind, but I'm very, very excited. But pull up a chair, take a seat, and I hope you enjoy your time with us. Thank you, guys. How well do you know Apollo?
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
Yes.
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
I came for brutal truths. We were playing Lord Winklebottom Investigates. We came here because I love this game. Oh, that's awesome! Have you played the DLC with Orpheus? That's on my radar. That is very much on my radar after I finish the original game. Because I just heard so many cool things about it. And also, my sibling, Tobias, actually did storyboards for this game. So they helped make this amazing game. So, so it's very, very cool. But thank you so much for joining us. A little bit of flirting will be fine. This is fun.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
It is.
It's hardly productive, is it?
But it is entertaining.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
I need information, please.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh. The lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer.
Okay, take care, K-Wolf.
Pull up, I'll show you.
Thank you so much for dropping by.
There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company. Corl with a K Enterprises.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Yes, please. I would like to see her.
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Can we go hang out with Persephone, please?
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
I need to see Persephone's place now. Okay, any new info on, like, say, Apollo, for instance? I went to Calliope's apartment, and who should I find there? Apollo, sitting there in the dark in a room that had obviously been turned inside out by somebody searching for something. He says he didn't do it, and that he was there mourning Calliope. They were close for a long time, it seems, but a rift began between them a couple of years ago that never quite healed. Was it the kind of rift that might lead to her murder? For one, he keeps saying that helping me will do more harm than good. What does that even mean? According to him, his prophecies lock you into your fate as soon as you hear them. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Which could be good or bad, I guess. Apparently, they're not always 100% clear, so maybe he's right. Maybe it's better not to know. Thankfully, Apollo did have another way to help me, namely through a teenage computer whiz who lives in his dump of a home, the Oracle. Or just Oracle, as she insists that it's just a handle. She found out that Calliope's apartment was owned by Persephone, so off to her nightclub to ask her why. Thank you for the stretch check. Ah. Okay. Persephone? Let's go. I need to see the nightclub. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this is my kind of vibe. Hell yes.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Pan, what are you doing there?
A secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
Hey.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Is she friends with anyone?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
I'll be persuasive.
I'll figure something out. I can be persuasive when I want to be.
Hey.
I'm aware. I'm just not sure even you could sweet talk Persephone.
Try me.
Is that a challenge?
That's the truth. If Persephone really was friends with Calliope, talking to you might be the last thing she wants. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
His abs are also really distracting. Okay. Ooh, Eros is also here. I'll save talking to Pan for last, but let's talk to Eros first. Introduce myself to someone new. Hi. The bisexual lighting is lighting. It is. Hey. I appreciate the harness.
Oh. Hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
How do you know Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, you're sweet. I like you.
Idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
Related to that, Aphrodite is your mother?
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Okay. I'm trying to pin down who his voice actor is. Is that Raoul Cooley? I don't know. Because he has that one... Raoul Cooley has a wonderful English accent. And a beautiful, beautiful voice. So that's why I'm trying to pick up if that's him. No, okay, it's not him. I'm now trying to pin down, like, who is his voice actor? I need to Google it. And also, there's a god of sex?
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction.
Hmm.
Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry?
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
Abu Bakr Salim. Okay, that's the voice actor of Eros. Okay, cool. What are you doing here, though?
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happen?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
It sounds like fun.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing.
Really isn't.
It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
Is everything okay?
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. That obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
Bad day?
Even idols have their bad days, huh?
Bad weeks, bad months, bad centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I talking to? You're the one with your life on the line.
I need to find Persephone.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. Look, I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it be a problem?
She's that scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little. You haven't been
Understandable.
around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
I don't know Persephone well, but considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry. I hope I can make it up to you someday.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Hot. Okay. Let's talk to Hermes.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
So what's your story?
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No?
I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
That's frightening.
Wouldn't Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
How did you become an idol?
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
It feels a bit invasive, but I'm curious. How did he die?
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
Oh.
You mean...
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now. It's all good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Speaking of death.
When Calliope died, you were right there. Within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Sounds grim. Also, thank you for the hydrate check.
It's not so bad. Jeroen could be less creepy, though.
Who's Jeroen?
The boat guy.
Thanks for the hydrate check.
Asking me for a mixtape. What even is that?
I know what that is. What do you know about the murder?
This is probably a stupid question, but... Do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Angry.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
Do you know where Persephone is?
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Is she that bad?
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite.
Ouch.
Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forget I asked.
Whew. Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
We'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
I'll do my best. Okay, let's talk to Pan next, and then we'll talk to Apollo. Pan, my man, how you doing?
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Thanks for the
I
address.
should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember.
He's gonna hang that over our head when we really need it.
Sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
I don't know, because you're a god?
But I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
What are you doing here?
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Yeah.
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
Do you come here often?
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
A hunch?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Oh. How can I trust you?
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace? Are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Is that like your whole dominion? Is being a scoundrel?
Hoping, maybe.
You don't say.
At least you're not boring.
Grace, I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Oh. I need to find Persephone.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Work. Helping people is all I do, all day long.
Please?
This, however, you want me to throw myself at the mercy of a lioness. You ask a great deal, Grace.
I ask it nicely, though. Perfect.
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes, like so?
Please? Oh, no. Not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
Please?
All right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready and I'll take you to Persephone.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
Okay, let's have a quick chat with Apollo and then we'll head over to talk to Persephone. Just check in, see how he's doing.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Yeah, that surprises me.
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean to remind you.
It's alright. I'm okay.
Can you tell me about Persephone?
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
What's her story?
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was... Persephone.
Mm-hmm. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Anything more contemporary? How much of it is true?
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone, certainly did happen.
Ouch.
The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed.
Ooh.
That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
What? Yeah, that's my face, which is like, what? Does this sort of thing happen a lot?
Wait, so Hades just kidnapped her, and that was okay? Does this stuff happen a lot with the idols?
Not since the days of the Titans, which I barely remember. It was the first time one idol had killed another. I'd like to say we handled it well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen.
Ooh.
She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
You know what? That is completely fair. She has every right to be pissed then, because if it was going by what Apollo has told us, if she was abducted by Hades and then Zeus forced them to marry and then she killed her abductor and then she was punished for it, yeah, I'd be pretty fucking pissed too, and I'd hold a grudge. I don't blame her.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
That is very valid. But yeah, she murdered an idol?
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know,
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
What did she do next?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh!
Oh, what?
That's hot.
Last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Hot. Okay. Why is everyone scared of her? She had a cult and she was a crime boss at one time.
I thought she was just mad at me.
Yeah.
Everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
But I found some help.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Okay, let's go talk to Persephone. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hi.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later.
Can I watch?
I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
I just want
No,
answers.
you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
The suit! Her outfit! I just... Ah! Okay, song time. Song time, everyone.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them. A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here.
Oh, this is hot.
And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Hope everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice. I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find, I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings.
I volunteer.
Why would I come here to start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why are you keeping your guard up?
Oh man, you stole that from Pan, what a real renegade. No you, no point of view, kid, people have paid. We have seen a whole lot.
Ooh, very cool.
I know what a song's secondhand. Maybe you don't know who I
The flow between all the phrases works so well.
Give it my best and then you slam the door. Raises the question who else you'd ignore. Stay in the dark and fight your endless war.
She just won't die.
Certain you can't be surprised anymore.
Come on, kid, scram.
You know, there's someone else that I speak for.
Still don't know who I.
Do you hear that? She had something to say. Would you turn her away?
Please don't do this.
You're lost, Persephone. You've buried yourself.
into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till amuse. I just want Calliope back.
Curious what happens if we let her win.
You overcame so much on your own.
Give her this win, maybe she'll help us.
I'm done throwing stones, please believe me. Do you see me bowing down to you, my queen? Underworld, I hereby concede.
This is an interesting choice. Okay.
There's no more to bleed, your queen's above that. Now I get that. But can you help Persephone? Help a lost little girl.
Please. Come on.
Well, you won.
So it appears. If what you told the chorus is true, why do you think Calliope came to you that night?
Maybe she thought I could help her. She must have been nearby when whatever happened.
I see. All right, Grace. Come with me.
Yes, okay. Okay. I was worried we could get thrown out on our ass, but I think that went well.
Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt, so I gave her the apartment.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it
that was you.
upside down.
Okay.
I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Do you still think I did it?
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
You're clever. You let me win our showdown, and that's a solid move. Calliope may well have chosen you.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
I'm currently drinking a Mexican Coke in South Texas and Steph streams. This is great. Berserk Boy, that sounds incredible. And lots of love to Texas. I was really hoping I could travel and maybe visit it again this year, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to, unfortunately.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Did Calliope have enemies?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Yeah, could Athena be the killer?
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal and one goal only, to protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
What about Pan?
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is... odd.
And... did you say magic?
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Hell yes.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Oh, cool. Do we get to meet Hecate?
Here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
And you're both still suspects too.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Okay, this isn't...
The one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
I'm suspicious of Athena.
Edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the muses meant to me?
This won't help Calliope.
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Yes.
I'm listening now. Tell us what and you would do to
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you?
Duet.
Could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries till it's too late.
You know how far I've been before I snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, god of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger.
they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
I'm gonna stay with Persephone.
Or stay.
I'm gonna stay with Persephone. She's very guarded, but I think she knows a lot more than she's letting on.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't
Shush,
my finest
chat.
moment, but you saw how he transformed.
You do the same.
Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
I've already admitted that Calliope might actually have chosen you. Don't push your luck.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you.
Thank you.
If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
Oh, she is.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not be tolerated.
Oh, that does not bode well to me. That does not sit right with me.
In this scenario, I'm the unacceptable risk?
At worst, a murderer. At best, a usurper.
I have to be a usurper? I can't just be a happy accident?
In Athena's world, there are only dangerous accidents.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city. Start a revolution. Become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
God, she's so hot. I mean, what? Yes, ma'am. Gods, I wish I was grounded into a pulp and used as ink for her tattoo. I mean, yes, I volunteer. Yay!
Hey, Freddy.
Hey.
Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
You're apologizing. After I dumped the whole, hey, I'm a god thing on you, I'm the one who should be sorry.
No. I'm gonna cry.
Wait until after we figure out how to save my sorry life.
Right you are. Tell me what's happened since I saw you last. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
But she's really cool, though. She's really cool and she knows her shit.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Possible.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Ooh. Okay, any updates on the journal? I finally got back to the apartment after leaving the underworld, and of course Freddy was there waiting up for me. She felt really bad about how things went down with Pan. I guess I have to keep in mind that my song power draws things out of people, right? The good and the bad, and I can't control which it is. At least it's nice to know that Fred's still on my side. Anything new about Calliope? Okay. Calliope was one of the 3 idols called the Muses, the last one still living according to Apollo. Once they were constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had lost their way and apparently argued with everyone a lot. Which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. If it's true, it means she wasn't the most popular idol, and there may be more suspects than I imagined. I visited Calliope's apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you could imagine, and memorabilia dating back, I don't know, 100 years or more. She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is this what it means to be a muse? Apparently, after years of arguing with the idols and making everybody angry, Calliope finally left Olympus, and that's when she became friends with Persephone, who gave her the apartment. However, Persephone says they haven't spoken in 2 years, so she doesn't know what Calliope's been doing lately either. I ran into none other than Hermes at the underworld. I'm pretty sure they didn't follow me there. They were just vibing. You know, for an idol, they don't seem that bad. Would you believe Hermes has only been an idol for a year or so? They talk a lot about the old Hermes, so I guess they must have gone through something like me. They were there when the old... Excuse me. They were there when the old Hermes died, and his eidolon passed on to them. How often does that happen, I wonder? They answered one question at least, about how they showed up at the apartment so quickly. Apparently, when an idol dies, Hermes just has to be there. Whoever Hermes is at the time, I guess. They were kind of closed-mouthed about it, but they just know. Strange story, but what else is new? Okay, nothing new about Aphrodite yet. Apollo. Okay. I went to Calliope's apartment, and who should I find there? Apollo, sitting there in the dark. I think we might have already read this, though. Apparently they're not always 100% clear, but maybe he's right. Maybe it's better not to know. Thankfully, Apollo did have another way to help me, namely through a teenage computer whiz who lives in his dump of a home, the Oracle. Or just Oracle, as she insists that's just a handle. She found out that Calliope's apartment was owned by Persephone, so we're off to a nightclub to ask her why. Wow, seeing Apollo and Persephone biting each other's heads off was really eye-opening. Do all idols hold grudges against each other like this? If so, it's no wonder one of them got murdered. Apollo brought me to see Persephone, but who did you think almost tanked the entire thing? That's right, he did. He got all big and angry, like he was about to start hurling thunderbolts, and stormed out of the underworld like an angry child. I still can't believe it. Nothing new about Athena, I suppose? Although Persephone laughed when I asked if Athena might be a suspect, like the suggestion was ridiculous. Athena's entire existence is based on protecting the idols, and apparently she'd never break her own rules. She sounds so fun. According to the Oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in, so they knew each other, they were close. I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to, though I have a feeling she's not going to be very happy to see me. Apollo gave me the lowdown on Persephone. Apparently the whole story about how she was kidnapped by Hades, Lord of the Underworld, is more or less true. He made Persephone his bride against her will, and the other idols did squat to stop it. What the stories don't mention is how she later killed Hades and took his throne, only to have that throne taken away by the other idols as punishment for the murder. Persephone's pretty pissed about it still, and honestly, who wouldn't be? When I finally meet Persephone at her nightclub, she almost immediately challenged me to a song duel, which I let her win, of course, and I think she knew it. Thus, she finally answered my questions, even if it didn't mean much. She gave Calliope the apartment, sure, but because Persephone felt sorry for her. They haven't spoken in maybe 2 years. Seems like the idols do this a lot. Things got ugly between Apollo and Persephone pretty quickly until Apollo stormed out and I let him go. I mean, sure, 2 minutes before Persephone wanted my head on a platter, but now she was willing to help. Isn't that what he brought me to her for? So she's my new ally now, I suppose. She says that if an idol was really behind Calliope's death and was able to cover up their involvement, finding them might be difficult, which is, you know, great. Nothing new about Pan, I think. Actually ran into Pan at the underworld, just by coincidence, so he says, hanging around in the very place his tip eventually led me to. Granted, the underworld is his kind of place, but what are the odds? Pan agreed to help me find Persephone, who either didn't know I was at the club or was avoiding me. The place is huge, and this time he didn't even ask for anything in return. I just had to bat my eyelashes at him and say pretty please. Neither Apollo nor Persephone seemed to consider Pan much of a suspect. He's not a murderer, according to them, even though his sudden involvement is really suspicious. And Eros. I met Eros, the, god of sex, just hanging around in the underworld, looking like a Turkish wrestler taking a quick break from his BDSM dungeon. He was nice enough, kind of wrapped up in his own problems. Hardly seems the killer type, but what do I know? Oh, the Oracle is played by Kimberly Brooks, if you're curious. Cool. Okay. I shocked Persephone or go see... Okay, I maybe want to check in with Apollo. Or is this like I can only choose one of these options? Because I think talking to Persephone progresses the plot because she had a clear plan. Oh, but I don't want to mess it up by accidentally choosing one over the other. Okay, quick question. People who've played this game, don't spoil things or anything. But people who have played this game, can you visit other people before you go to, like, the person who you need to speak to, who's, like, actively helping you in the investigation? Because just with the prompt of, I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants, I'm not sure if it's, like, you have to choose one or the other, or if you can come back and, like, I could talk to Apollo, then I could talk to Pan, and then I could talk to Persephone. That's the thing. This doesn't really have save files. It just has one save file that is routinely saved depending on what choices you make. So I can't really have multiple save files. Unfortunately. But yes, and people who have played this game before, feel free to chime in. Let me just have a little look at the journal again while people are having a little look for that. But I think everything else is stuff we've already read. Everyone is just so cool. Let's just appreciate the character designs. I'm really interested in talking to Aphrodite more and seeing what she has to say about all this. Apollo's really cool as well. And just the character design, I just wanted, like, the character design is just so good. So good. Everyone's just so cool. Okay. Let me just have a little look myself. And if someone adds to chat what the thing is, or if I can talk to multiple people before moving on to the next people. Stray gods. Okay, let's have a look. No, that's about general hints and tips for stuff to do with... It looks like you can talk to multiple people. Okay, cool. In that case, let's talk to Apollo first. And his sad little beach shack.
Grace.
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
What are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was Quite the scene.
Ah, yes. That. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
Apollo, everything you sang about still applies, even if you got angry.
I know.
We all make mistakes. You pick yourself up, and you try again for Calliope's sake.
Please?
I'll think about it, Grace. I promise. For now, you're in far better hands.
I'll hold you to that. Don't think I won't.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so I can just jump to locations and have a little bit of a chat with people. But let's have a little chat with Pan. See what he's up to, because I haven't seen his play, or I haven't gone through the front doors of Olympus yet. Oh, this is his spot? Okay.
Say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's very cool.
A garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here, or...?
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns.
They are very handsome horns.
Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This isn't grand?
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's true.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
That's sad.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
His voice is so lovely to listen to. Everyone's voices are just so lovely.
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Oh.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Oh.
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
This Hecate.
Oh, I'm
Do you think she
intrigued.
could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
What kind of favor is
This
this?
person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life.
Am I gonna be a wing woman?
You can't help
God damn
I'll
it.
treat the effort as worth the favor.
Thank you.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing tricky?
Simple.
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Head empty, only happy thoughts.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
I am... I'm reacting to this game in a very normal, healthy way. What is a reliquary? I know what a reliquary is, but explain it to us, Pan. I like hearing you talk.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Is it dangerous?
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
I'll do my best. Also, Asterion from Greek mythology kind of rings a bell. Let's go talk to Persephone. But Asterion spelled Asterion. Is that to do with the Minotaur? Maybe? Well, let's talk to Persephone and then we'll go after the reliquary. Curious.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Oh, shit. What changed your mind about him?
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
I actually went to see Pan at Olympus. I guess that wasn't such a great idea?
It depends. What did he want this time?
He asked me to repay the favor I owe him by helping someone at a place called the Reliquary.
A reliquary? Interesting. I wonder what his angle is.
Do you think it's a good idea? If Pan is our best suspect, couldn't he be sending me into a trap?
Yeah, what's his angle?
Possibly, but Hecate runs the reliquary, and I doubt she'd countenance any of his schemes. My suggestion? Do as he asks. At the very least, Hecate might prove to be of help to you, if it's written in her bloody book.
Her book?
You'll see.
Oh, goody. Sounds promising.
Send you to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding.
Oh?
She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Yes, please. Why a party?
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put 2 and 2 together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
Interesting. Okay. Why can't you talk to Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that.
Ooh.
I once said some things about her husband.
Ouch.
They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
Fair.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
Is it a funeral?
Like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
Interesting. Okay. So, I'm going to head to the reliquary. How are we doing for time? I want to... Gods, I want Persephone to punch me in the face. No, it's a gift to be punched in the face by Persephone. She will, like, kick you on your back, spit on your face, and tell you to get out. Because you don't deserve to get punched in the face by Persephone. That is something you have to earn. And you know it. Okay, so I'm thinking head to the reliquary and then Aphrodite's party and then check in with Persephone, I think. Because I need to see what Hecate's like. It's a crate? Oh. And I'm bringing Freddy with me, interesting.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
Yeah, Pan said there would be books. You like books, right?
I do like books. Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. Apparently this reliquary place has all the books you could ever dream of.
A reliquary? Ooh, I bet it has relics. I want a wand of fireballs.
Yes, please.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Tell me about Hecate.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings
I know a
bells.
bit about her, but I'm interested in what Freddy has to say.
She's the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in our little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate! I love your library. So much knowledge.
Wow. I bet you'll really appreciate a quality smartass.
I brought you for a reason, right?
We make a fine team, you and I.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
Remind me.
Should I?
That's the Minotaur's
There we go.
Name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you? Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus. Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life. Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Oh yeah, because I knew Asterion was related to the Minotaur, but I didn't know it was the name of the Minotaur.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog. It's more of a mist, really. A mist potentially full of monsters. In we go then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan? Meddle in love lives? Sweet Talk, the goddess of witchcraft? Freddy, who are you dealing with?
Me?
Master meddler and sweet talker. Damn straight. I look forward to seeing you in operation. There's no way at all this could go poorly.
Exactly. This is me we're talking about. Oh, hi. You're cool and tall and cool and spooky and tall.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
I am really sorry if we startled you. My name is Grace. We've never met before, but, I'm the new muse. And I'm Freddy. Big fan.
Hi.
If I broke a rule, I apologize. Pan didn't mention anything about that, I'm afraid.
You are Grace?
I am. And you're Hecate. Hi.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
I know this voice.
Tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written.
She kind of does have the same face as me now that you
it's
mention
right
it.
here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? That's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Okay, so the reason I perked up and after hearing her voice a little bit was because I've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact recently. She's the voice actress for Arlecchino as well. So Arlecchino is one of my mains, and so I hear her voice a lot. So I was like, wait 1 second, I know that voice. And it is Allegra Clark. And her voice is so good.
Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me. Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what
Also, I'm
is.
very flattered that she thinks she looks like me.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Sounds perfect to me.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred. Something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Can I meet Asterion?
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Song? Oh? Is he adorable?
Are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Okay, Freddy was right. As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
I'm here on behalf of Pan. He owes you a favor? Something to do with...
No, not Pan. Nah, never.
There's Raoul Coley! Oh my god, I love him!
No idea what he'd want. No, sir, no favors. Nah, not this Minotaur.
Oh, baby, it's okay.
Grace, I believe now is the time when you leave.
No!
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I'm gonna scale the wall.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit?
Hi! You're adorable, I love you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh,
What you said
baby.
about Calliope, I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Gladly.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Have you seen her?
Kate is...
Why not?
She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so
Oh,
nice
baby.
She doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy.
Oh.
Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Oh, baby.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel?
Oh.
I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It's a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
You're really the
Are you
Minotaur?
really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, baby.
Well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Yeah.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it.
Oh.
She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Oh, I can help you.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful.
I'll do my best.
All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
I will.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do.
That's
you
true.
can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Oh, baby.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Ooh.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Oh, I got this.
Okay, I have an idea.
You do? Well, you do?
You, my bullish friend, are gonna sing your little hideout.
Oh, God!
Grace always has the best
Yes, serenade her.
Set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be.
It's so sweet and so sincere and a little awkward, but oh my God.
Do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Oh. Oh! It's so cute! I can't. I just... My heart is so full.
With you, there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fan.
No, fuck.
Just say that.
Give him a second, give him a second.
Doesn't know about herself.
Okay, T. To me, you know you in rapture.
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin. Your lips are so thin. Your love of books.
Oh, honey.
Mysterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it
Keep going, buddy.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh, Katie, it's just you and me.
Hecate?
I cannot hide from my reality. Can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Oh.
I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere?
Yes!
Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me!
Freddie, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Come on, Freddie. Help with this.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering. I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos, yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend? Yes. Just decide. Asterion.
Kate?
It seems
Oh.
you've cast a spell on me.
Oh.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on me. To think I shall have my own story.
Tall and small, I love this.
You cast a spell on me, and we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me, a tale of romance and glory. You cast a spell on me, but do we have enough leather? You cast a spell on me.
We did it, guys! Oh, this is so cool.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Oh.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Oh, it's all good, mate. Oh, I'm so proud of him.
Wait. It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about, you know, feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
Ooh.
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Interesting.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from?
That's fair.
Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Did you ever find Calliope?
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was bleeding bad.
Ooh.
But I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Interesting.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Interesting.
What relics are there?
Yeah.
Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
Yes, fangirl.
Confirm or deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Interesting.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
This means Calliope came here the night she died.
No, there's so many layers.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
Oh.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm just thinking about Calliope. What happened to her here? Whatever she was trying to do, she probably didn't succeed. She ran from here, dying, maybe straight to our apartment.
Because you were her last hope.
Yeah. What if she hadn't made it? She must have known...
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Are we going back to Pan right away? Yes.
Pan. I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Ooh.
You're welcome. You might have warned me what his love life issue was.
What was it? Asterion wouldn't say.
You really didn't know?
It was exhausting trying to get the poor fellow to admit as much as he did. At any rate, you seem to have worked it out. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
It's quite the coincidence. The place you sent me just happens to be the place Calliope was attacked.
That is quite the coincidence. You must be very grateful.
It's just hard to trust a coincidence that big.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof.
Yeah, that would help.
If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it? Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
In many fun places, I'm sure.
That's my cue to go, isn't it?
If you must. There are always alternatives, you know. If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
Thanks for the stretch check.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Pan's cute, but I maybe want to go out to Persephone.
Tempting, but no.
You chose me once before. Come, Grace, one more time around the park before you
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
Vince, I'll get to you in just a minute.
At a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Okay, Vince, the Shadow Caretaker, thank you so much for the resub for 23 months now. 23 months pales in comparison to the memories made and laughs I have with the Steffi Steph. Things I couldn't live without. Thank you so much, Vince. You're so sweet, and thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate the support. Alrighty. Should we keep going? Should we keep going a little bit longer? Oh no, I'm thinking I want to pace myself with this game, and we've already done a lot, and with this big wonderful moment happening with Asterion and Hecate, I'm happy to leave this for the evening. Do not believe this British Texan. I am not sweet. You are not nice. You will keep calling me a British Texan, god damn it. Gosh dang it, Vincent. Alrighty, let's head on back to the main menu then, shall we? Okay. So, because we're in Act 2 and everything, so let's wrap things up for now because I want to take my time with this game because I'm enjoying it so much. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I am just enraptured by this game. The songs flow together so well, depending on what options you pick. It just feels so natural and so organic. The fun banter is so good. The chemistry between all the characters is so good. This game is just really, really good, guys, and I'm so glad I'm finally playing it. I'm loving this game so far, and thank you so much for being a part of it. Just a heads up, let me just double check something because I've been booked for a voice acting job next week, I think. Yes, so next week I will be streaming on Monday night for more Bendy and the Dark Revival and Friday night for more Stray Gods, but I won't be streaming on Wednesday because I'm going to be out of town recording an audiobook, so my voice is going to be like exhausted by the end of the day, so I'll have that night off to rest and recuperate from that. But I'm going to put out my usual announcement for my upcoming schedule for the week ahead on my socials, but I thought I'd let you guys know here and now before I forget. But I hope you can join me next Friday for more Stray Gods and next Monday for more Bendy and the Dark Revival. But let's wrap things up here tonight, my lovelies, and if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, then please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You're welcome anytime. Be sure to check out my other socials that are popping up in the chat right now, including my 2 YouTube channels, one for my ASMR tales and the other for my Twitch VODs, and my Blue Sky, my Insta, and my TikTok. I have an ongoing 24/7 broadcast over on my main YouTube channel, which is a collection of ASMR tales and other creepypasta narrations, so be sure to check that out and give it some love. Let's see who's currently live and we can go say hello. Oh, Mr. Creepypasta is live. Let us go say hello because it has been a while. Let's go say hi to MCP. I'm sure he's up to some fun shenanigans, and I'll leave you in his wonderful care. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, my lovelies. I will see you on Monday for Bendy and the Dark Revival and Friday for more Stray Gods. But until then, have a wonderful weekend, and remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. As always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, my lovelies.